All right, listen up, guys. The simplicity is I know the pain that you're in. A lot of people are not motivated to work because they don't have opportunity out there. And the reason why they don't have opportunity is because they're looking at the employment number. They're looking at the bottom 1% of all the percentage of what is going on. And the news typically focuses on the bottom 1%, okay, because that's the problem in the world. But they absolutely reveal the top 1% what's going on because the top 1% determines the bottom 1%. Now, if you absolutely want to just get rid of the news altogether, that's what I do. Because when I'm steering the economy by what I can do for the economy, at the top 1%, see, I'm in top 1% tier number one income maker, okay? I'm producing at this time, right now, over $600 million an hour, okay? That's not just for me. It's a 50-50 deal. 50% is for my royal defense of my family. 50% is for the offense of solving world problems, okay? 50% either place, 50% defense, and then even in my defense strategy, I break it down into defense and offense on my defense strategy because defense needs to be on the offensive as well. And your offensive also needs a defensive plan. Okay? You break down things into quarters, right? As I've been saying, you're going to be seeing some of this in some of my talk. But what you did back when you were a little kid is what is determining where you're at now. And if what your education was not, if it wasn't strong enough to be where you want to be, then I got a serious offer for you. It's not going to break the bank. See, when you were a kid, you got your piggy bank up to $9.99, right? And your piggy bank is most likely larger than that. But if you're fearing the worst by looking at the bottom 1% and not taking an education from the top 1%, then you're not solving the problem of the current problem on the x-axis. You need to go higher on the y-axis to get aptitude with the change of attitude. And the change of attitude is not going to just be a bunch of hype. These are the ways in which I have absolutely strategically outwitted 2 recessions in the past. Outwitted the top 1%. Okay? Till I absolutely claim the top 1% higher than anybody else on the planet. In terms, see, Ray Dalio has about $126 billion net worth of Bridgewater. That's his lifetime plan. He's in his 60s, maybe 70s now. He's a good mentor. But I've absolutely topped him by about $7 billion. Okay? $7 billion times 100. Okay? That's where I'm at. Elon Musk doesn't even have the strategy I have because I absolutely avoided the stock market. I avoided IPOs. I did not create shareholding for my company. I invested very strategically in ways most people don't. I chose not to become a philanthropist when I became wealthy. I became a philanthropist when I was $50,000 in debt to hospital bills. And the secret strategy is that I destroyed $50,000 worth of debt in 6 months, only working an $8 an hour job. Now, obviously, $8 an hour, if you're taking care of yourself, wouldn't pay off that debt except for maybe 5 years worth of hard labor. But I ended that job in 6 months because I was building bank kiosks for ATMs. I saw that there was wealth. And not only that, but I got an education. And my education got me out of an $8 an hour job and began the next layer of my strategy to outwit recession. And again, I outwitted the 2008 crisis. Everybody was out to get a job, out to get a house, and then the housing market fell flat and people lost their houses. I outwitted that situation. And then I got the key to absolutely getting a place to live, paid for life, without working 30 years for it. All my debt for living was canceled that season because I outwitted the market again. Not investing in cryptocurrency, not investing in real estate, not investing in stocks or currencies or bonds or gold or any of that. I didn't do any of that. I used principles that now give me leverage on all of those things. See, you got to learn principles because principles change your life. If you want to get a free education, it's free in this respect. If you pay $9.99 for a session into my library, then you're going to get answers to all the things that you need right now. $9.99 per session. Okay? It's a very easy fix. If you want a higher access, then you can tap into my vaults. I have about 5 vaults filled with all the ways in which I did what I did. Okay? Also, you're going to have access to films that are beautifully motivational films. And I'm not talking about the ones that are hard-hitting on you. When you don't need hard-hitting answers, you don't need to work your ass off anymore. The world doesn't have it in the right perspective. Most motivational, visionary mentorship processes want to put you through the hard drudgery. I did not go through the hard drudgery to claim $866 billion. It was not hard-hitting answers. I got soft, gentle answers that motivated me to a place of might. But before might came, I became extremely violent and militant to the point that I learned the full appetite of acquisition. Now I stay in the middle between gentleness and violence. It's called might. If you want to strengthen yourself, I suggest making a visit to www.multiplythefire.com. Get your education today.